Hey, John.
Yes?
Why did they make the shark a detective?
I don't know why.
Because he could tell if something seemed fishy. Are you smiling? I can't tell behind the microphone. Okay, one more. Why won't sharks attack a lawyer?
Because they don't eat their own kind?
Professional courtesy, but yeah. Hey, John.
What?
Shark!
That's better.
Okay.
The creature's creeping right behind you. I hope you finally find a little slice of peace and light. 'Cause it comes crashing down tonight. Welcome to the open mic. When we call your name, you'll die. But there's no need to dread. This is the open mic night of the living dead.
That's right. This is Open Mic Night of the Living Dead, where we have devolved to our middle school daughter's chorus concert jokes for our intros.
I mean, maybe they were that bad. Maybe the middle school concert jokes are better.
They could be.
They might be. Some of them might be, actually. But I don't know. I'm just trying to keep up with the keep up with the new stuff.
Well, and that's Rachel.
And that's John.
And so this is our encore episode for Jaws, which we spent 3 weeks on, which I think originally when we did our scheduling, we planned to do like 2 weeks on.
Yes, we thought it was a two-parter.
But we always planned to do a shark episode to follow it up because there's so many shark horror movies. We won't even.
So many.
We'll barely, what is it? Tip of the iceberg. We're going to touch the tip of the iceberg. We're going to
Scrape dig the tip. I don't know. Now you've messed it up in my brain.
We're going to touch it and get frostbite almost is what we're going to do. And so since this is one of our encore episodes, at the end of this episode, stay tuned, we will be playing for you a studio demo of one of the songs that we performed last week in part 3 of the Jaws episode, our Jaws trilogy.
Yeah.
But basically, I've put together a list of shark movies we've watched, and at the very end of the list, I've got a few others that maybe we should watch or that came up while I was doing the research. Maybe we'll get to that. Maybe we won't. We're not going to, beat a dead shark,
I mean, we could, but that would involve going to the beach. And as we've already established, I'm not so into that.
But you said that you would go if invited.
That's true. I would go if invited because I like people.
But I thought the best place for us to start, and we'll only go into it a little bit because, it's going to be on our sequel, are the follow-ups to Jaws, which are Jaws 2, which came out in 1978, Jaws 3D, which came out in 1983, just like me, and Jaws the Revenge, which came out in 1987. Now, we watched these, I think, last year.
Last year, at least, if not 2 years ago. I remember them okay, though.
Yeah, and I like them. The Jaws 2 has a decent rating on IMDb. It's like a 5.8. I'd probably rate it a bit higher. It's definitely got a lot of the similar feel and charm as the first movie. It's not nearly as good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that any of these are. Jaws is sort of in its own tier. And then there's kind of like a secondary tier, and then everything else, I'd feel like.
I barely remember Jaws 2. That's the one I remember the least of the sequels that we've watched.
Well, and it's got Chief Brody in it. Again, Roy Scheider's back, so is his wife, played by Lorraine Gray. But the kids are different.
Right.
And we've got no Hooper. We've got no Quint, because Quint got, we can't really do spoilers. We can for the original Jaws.
Yeah, and we'll try to stay spoiler light for these other movies, but it is tough to...
I think we could be spoiler free for them. We'll give a regular synopsis that you might read on IMDb or on your streaming platform. But we won't give more than that. I don't
Okay.
think that's necessary. But also Jaws 2 has Murray Hamilton reprising his role as the mayor. And it's this one, I'm not sure if you remember, but there's like, they're building like hotels or something nearby. And Brody's wife is involved in that project. So that's like part of the town's economic stuff that comes up.
Yeah, like no memory of that movie,
But
unfortunately.
and then the people who start to get in trouble are the kids who are now like teenagers.
That rings a small bell. A little tiny one.
Jaws 3D is a animal all in itself.
I remember that one probably the most.
That one takes place mostly at SeaWorld Orlando.
It's amazing.
Somehow.
I really enjoyed that one, actually.
I thought it was fine. Like I said, I like all of these. I think I like the fourth one better, but we'll get to that in a minute. Jaws 3 was directed by Joe Alves, who is the production designer on Close Encounters. I've included little facts about every
Amazing.
director here, but it also stars Dennis Quaid. It doesn't have anybody from the original Jaws movies. Let me start with that. And then it has a Dennis Quaid, which I've heard he was very coked up during that, at least allegedly, but I think he's admitted that. So I'm not, but just for legal purposes, in my belief based on allegations I've heard, coked up Dennis Quaid. Dennis Coke.
Okay.
Also, Leah Thompson plays like a little role in it.
That's right. Right. Very young.
But there's also Louis Gossett Jr. And do you remember, is it Louis Gossett Jr.? Or?
I think it's Lewis, but
I like him in anything.
yeah.
But basically, they work at SeaWorld, and like a baby shark, no song, don't sing the song, will get struck by the copywriters.
Yeah. And except now it's just going to live in my brain.
The baby shark like gets into their enclosure, their underwater enclosure, and then big mean mama shark comes in to help out, is essentially where things get troublesome.
Yeah. I think I enjoyed that one a lot.
I mean,
actually.
It's super campy. The acting is not the best. The setting goes between like practical and not so practical. There's a couple of weird shots because of the 3D, I think.
Yeah, I barely remember the cinematography or anything. I think I just liked the crazy chaos of the plot and the campiness. I really enjoyed it.
There was definitely crazy chaos.
Yeah.
And I did like it. But then came Jaws the Revenge in 78, directed by Joseph...
87.
I like to do numbers differently.
Yep.
It was directed by Joseph Sargent, who directed The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 in 1978.
Okay.
So he's got good movies under his
Have
belt.
we seen The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3?
Negative.
Okay.
But I just know it's like a famous movie that was really good, and I've added it to my list.
I just heard someone talking about that the other day.
And they tried to kind of get back into the original vibe of Jaws. Whether or not they succeeded, that's up to the viewer. A lot of people hate this movie. I kind of really liked it still. Among all of these, I think I liked it a little better than 3. Others do not. Others think this one kind of jumped the shark a bit. But I think that happened in 3. But Lorraine Gray comes back.
Right. And I really like the romance aspect in that one.
Yeah, because Michael Caine plays like a little pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Not a little pilot. Like, he's not little. He plays like a pilot that flies like little planes between like continental U.S. and the Bahamas, I think, basically.
That's more detail than I remember. But I remember liking that relationship and that vibe, even though I think I remember saying the whole time the movie was happening, this is ridiculous.
Well, it's because the shark follows them down there.
I found that less believable than a baby shark getting stuck at SeaWorld.
I mean,
That was less believable for me.
Yeah, definitely a very vengeful shark family at that point. But so those are the Jaws movies. I'm hoping we roll them over time so we can work our way through them.
That would be fun, I bet, just because it seems I'd be curious about the production on these and what else went into it. Yeah, that'd be cool.
But none of them are near the original.
No.
But they're fun in their own way.
Yes.
And Another one that we watched last year, which is really good, but is probably the least like any of these other shark movies, because it's not just like I'm trapped in the water and there's a shark, right?
Right.
The threat, the shark's threat is more secondary. And what is the name of this movie?
Dangerous Animals.
That's right. Released in 2025.
I liked this movie so much. And I hadn't thought about it when you said you were putting together a list of shark movies because, again, the shark is not the antagonist. The shark is a tool.
Well, you're a tool, and the shark is the dangerous animal. But I don't want to give away too much about this one because I think it's really great how it unfolds.
Yes, I want to talk about this movie so bad. But it's directed by Sean Byrne, who did The Devil's Candy and one of my favorites, The Loved Ones, which I think is just a great little horror movie if you've never seen it. I was so excited when this came out and we watched it. It's a really, really cool movie, and it was one of my top 10 movies that we watched in 2025.
Yeah. We really liked The Loved Ones. Devil's Candy was okay.
Devil's Candy was cool.
It was good. I wouldn't watch it a bunch more times, but I would watch The Loved Ones a bunch more times.
Agreed. And I would watch Dangerous Animals again. I really liked this movie.
Yes. I would definitely put Dangerous Animals above The Devil's Candy as well.
Yeah, and we didn't say much other than it has a shark in it, but it happens in Australia and the acting is superb and it is really, really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Is that enough? I'm worried about spoilers. So,
well, I don't know how much is given away in like synopses on, say, I think the last time I saw it was streaming on AMC Shudder.
okay.
But take our word for it. And according to the ratings for IMDb, it is like it edges out all the rest of these movies in rating.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
So moving on to a movie that is much bigger in budget than Dangerous Animals, but probably lacking in, I shouldn't say entertainment. It's entertaining, right?
It is, but in my memory, it doesn't stand out.
It's very CG, big movie. Jason Statham's in it. We're talking about The Meg. I know it's definitely got its fan base. It came out in 2018 and was directed by John Turteltaub. Am I saying that correctly?
Probably.
He's directed a lot of cool movies, including Cool Runnings, While You Were Sleeping, Phenomenon, that movie with John Travolta in it.
Oh, that one.
No, not the Dario Argento.
I was like, wait,
movie.
Dario Argento.
That's Phenomena.
Yeah, it is, and it's phenomenal.
But Turteltaub also did the National Treasure movies.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. I rated The Meg 2.5, which is pretty low for me. It's okay. It's not awful, but it's not great or very memorable. And the acting was fine. The budget was huge.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was fine. If you're looking for like a bigger budget kind of action-y shark movie.
Rainn Wilson was also in it. He's pretty good.
If you have a bunch of friends over on a summer afternoon and you want to watch a movie that you can kind of like talk over and make fun of.
Yes.
This would be great for that.
Agreed.
Now, I think that covers all the movies we watched last year.
Yeah.
For shark movies. So moving on to this year, it was the second time I had seen it, but I had you watch Open Water from 2003.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
I liked it, although all of these movies in general have something in common, which is that they are ocean movies, and I struggle to enjoy ocean movies. And so I think for me, I don't know. So Open Water, the film quality, like the cinematography is great for the kind of cameras that it is, but it is kind of older, right?
Well, yeah, the cameras are like, when you first start watching it, you wonder if it's like a straight up found footage movie because of the quality of the cameras. And it's from that era, but it's not a found footage movie.
Right. It's not, but it looks like that. And so it looks pretty low budget. So it's hard at first to kind of figure out what's going on. I wrote better pacing than a movie about floating in deep water should have. Not sure I'd ever watch it again, but glad I watched it once. And I gave it 3 stars, which for me is, fine.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Open Water is it is like super low budget. And it definitely seems like a labor of love. And from what I understand, you know, it was shot over kind of like available weekends and times like that. And so from that standpoint, they really pulled something off. It was a real movie.
Right. But it's also based on a true story, which was kind of cool. And it kept me involved again, the pacing was good, better than I expected. But
especially since like the last 2/3 they're in the water.
It's just two people in the water. Yeah.
And I think we decided it was way better than it had any business being.
Yes, I think that is, but it still was not something I would love to watch again.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Then after that, we kind of took things to the other extreme.
Yes.
I feel like from around the same era, from 1999, we watched Deep Blue Sea.
And I enjoyed this more, which I think you kind of enjoyed them the same amount, maybe. I also have a weird bit of nostalgia with this movie in that it is the first movie I ever saw in a theater by myself. So I saw this in 1999. It must have been on Christmas break or something. I was home because I remember it was at the movie theater in my hometown. So maybe it was the summer before college, but nobody wanted to go see it with me, and I went to see a movie by myself. And there is a scene that scared the crap out of me and was very surprising. And I really liked rewatching this. I give it a 3.5. Better than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
And effects held up surprisingly well. And I did a little bit of research into they used animatronics and practical effects, which is really cool. So for a movie from 99, it looked really good.
Yeah, and it was directed by Rennie Harlan, who has quite lengthy CV, so to speak. And starting way back, he directed A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, which, my hot take, that might be my favorite Nightmare sequel. I'm not sure. To me, it's the one that like knows what it is the most in a really good way. But he also did Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger, Cutthroat Island, The Long Kiss Goodnight, which I heard is really good that I've never seen. It sounds like we should watch that someday. It's not a horror movie. He's also responsible for the 3 like Strangers movies, which I have not watched yet. Strangers Chapter 1, 2, and 3. They rate very low, so I don't know what to think about that. And then he just put out another shark movie called Deep Water.
I was just looking at that. He's done another shark movie, so I guess we'll have to watch that one next year.
But this movie is 1999 in a movie, right?
Yeah, totally. Completely and 100%.
It's got a bunch of people in it, including Thomas Jane, Samuel L. Jackson, LL Cool J, Michael Rappaport. Like, need we say more about?
I would happily do a full deep dive on this movie just because it's so fun and interesting.
Well, and I kind of feel the same way about Open Water. I do think that I'm more likely to rewatch Deep Blue Sea more than I am Open Water, but I did rate them the same. I think I gave them both a 6.5. The cool thing we didn't mention about Open Water is the parts that there are sharks, where the characters are in the water with sharks, they're really in the water with sharks, which is very rare for all of these movies. But anyway, check out Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, I really liked that one. I think that was my favorite one we've watched. Although I forgot about Dangerous Animals. I definitely like Dangerous Animals more than Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah,
if I had to rank them.
It's more substantive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea like knows what it is. It is like a cheesy 1999 sci-fi horror. It like takes place in a science lab where they're trying to extract something from these genetically modified sharks' brains in order to cure Alzheimer's.
Right, which is really cool and very 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's fun. It's a lot of fun if you haven't seen it. I think that one's worth a shot.
About the next one, do you think the next one's worth a shot?
Definitely worth a shot. Didn't hit me as well as I think it hit you. We're talking about The Shallows from 2016.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't absolutely love it, but I enjoyed it.
I did not enjoy it as much. I gave it a 2.5, which is low for me. And maybe on a different day I would have given it a 3, but the cinematography bugged me a little bit. I think it was just whatever style they used. Some people really loved it in the reviews, and it's like a very particular cinematography style. And maybe Blake Lively also wasn't a fan of hers.
If you're not a fan of Blake Lively, which I'm not sure Rachel knows whether or not she really is.
I don't know either. I don't know.
But it's mostly Blake Lively. So if you don't like Blake Lively, then this would not be the movie for you. But interestingly, out of all the movies we've noted so far, aside from Dangerous Animals edges it out just a little bit. The Shallows is the highest rated. We're just talking about by tenths of a point here on IMDb.
Still, that makes me wonder if I missed something or if there's just something about it that maybe we've watched too many shark movies recently. I don't know. It was good though, and now that I'm thinking about it in retrospect, I might upgrade to a 3.
The cinematography didn't bother me like it bothered you, and I'm a cinematography person.
I think I just couldn't figure out what about it bugged me, and I kept trying to figure it out throughout the whole movie. But it is a pretty cool story, and definitely worth a watch, especially if you like shark and beach movies.
The CG was good at times. The CG was good
sometimes good.
Like in the most important parts, I feel like it was good. And then there were times when it wasn't. And then obviously we've talked about it before, that kind of takes us out.
Yeah, it kind of, parts of it almost looked like a video game, and I love video games, but I don't know. But I think, and it did have a score by Marco Beltrami though.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
That was crazy. Like Marco Beltrami, who also did
a bunch of the Screams.
Yes, Scream is what I was thinking.
And a million other movies.
Yeah, so the music's really good. So it's definitely worth a watch. I was surprised by it, and I wish I had liked it a little bit more. And then you have one more on this list that's not really a shark movie, but I'm glad we can talk about it.
Well, because we kind of mentioned it in one of the Jaws episodes that, not only did Jaws lead to a franchise of Jaws movies, but it created a new craze in Hollywood in terms of sort of monsters of nature movies, I guess, that sort of kind of follow the same idea and formula as Jaws did. And there were several that we talked about. There was Grizzly, Alligator, which we watched too long ago to talk about today, I think.
Yeah.
Alligator's fun, though, if you check that out. If it's streaming somewhere, definitely check that out. But the movie I put on the list is Piranha from 1978, which was directed by Joe Dante. And if you're not familiar with Joe Dante, he went to the University of Corman, I call it.
Ah, yes.
Well, a lot of people call it that. A lot of people came through Roger Corman's sort of upbringing, his programs, his production studio, where he made like movies on a budget. Mm-hmm. And Joe Dante directed after Piranha. He directed Rock and Roll High School, The Howling, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2, Inner Space, The Burbs, Small Soldiers, and lots of other stuff.
Oh, I didn't realize he did The Burbs. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Piranha, I enjoyed Piranha quite a bit.
Yeah. Piranha's fun. It's a Corman movie, but a really good one. Like, it knows what it is. It's not trying to be necessarily a cinematic masterpiece.
Right, but it's still, oh man, it's got great characters. There's still a lot of scenes that stand out in my mind, and great characters. It has like it's got some of the same, we're going to do everything we can for economic development and forget about the dangerous animals in the water, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
And they're scientists.
Yeah, it's really fun. And there's that, like, the guy that helps her, that goes with her. He's just like drinking whiskey in his cabin. Yeah. I'm like, that guy. And drinking whiskey and fishing.
And it also has the woman who starred in like 1960. I can't think of her name at the moment. It's going to kill me. But she was in the Mario Bava movie, Black Sunday. She was the star of that. So it was pretty interesting to see.
Oh, is it Barbara Steele?
Yes, Barbara Steele. Thank you.
Yes.
I should be able to remember that, but I don't.
The queen of all scream queens, Britain's first lady of horror.
Yeah, so to see her pop up just in this Roger Corman film in 1978 was a nice additional little side treat.
That's right. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed Piranha. Has there been a remake? There must have been.
There was a remake in the 90s, but then there were sort of like reboot sequels.
Okay.
We could almost watch one of those tonight or something. But there's Piranha 3D, which came out, I want to say 2011.
You were so close. 2010. Directed by Alexandra Aja.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, and it's got like Elizabeth Shue in it and stuff. Don't look at it too much.
I'm not. I'm just, well, because Alexander Aja, of course, did the Hills Have Eyes remake. He did High Tension. A lot of movies that are really, really good.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, the CG's pretty wonky in it, or pretty obvious, but I think that they're not trying to sell you that they've got the best CG.
Ooh, Jerry O'Connell. Cool.
Yeah.
I was a big Sliders fan.
And then there was a sequel to that called Piranha 3 Double D, I believe, which I actually
Yep.
I watched. It's really low rated, but it was better than I expected.
Oh my God, it's got Hasselhoff in it.
Well, and it's got that guy in it who's in like everything. Just the bald guy.
David Koechner?
Yes, thank you. He kind of makes even the bad movies he's in, like elevates them somehow because he like the way he plays his roles is so ridiculous.
This is a total segue, but remember he was in that movie about like a late night meeting in a bar. What was that called?
Yep.
We watched it and really enjoyed it. It was super fun and quirky. It is. Yeah, it's like so. It's so low. Oh, Cheap Thrills?
Cheap Thrills. No,
that's a different movie.
that's a different movie. That one's great.
Cheap Thrills, yeah, I did enjoy that one as well. But it's like, Vicious Fun.
Vicious Fun.
I really liked Vicious Fun.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
about a guy. I think we've talked about it before, but really quickly, that's about a guy who stumbles on like a serial killer.
Self-help
Self-help meeting.
group. Yeah.
Like an AA meeting for serial killers.
Yeah. It's really good. Anyway, sorry for that brief tangent. Thanks, Piranha 3 Double D.
But anyway, so there's a lot more movies. I'm going to list, I think there's a couple we haven't watched that are kind of supposed to be in that family of movies with like Deep Blue Sea and The Shallows and Open Water that kind of get oft mentioned in lists for shark movies. And the first is 47 Meters Down from 2017. It was directed by Johan Roberts. Am I saying that right?
Yo-ho. Where did it go? Johannes
Roberts, who directed Primate that
We really liked.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the one we really liked, right?
I mean, I liked it way more than I expected I would, and that I liked it more than I think a lot of other people like it.
Yes, that is the one that we really liked. I thought that was a super interesting movie.
And 47 Meters Down has Mandy Moore in it, so
I'm a fan.
Can't go wrong. And then there was a sequel to that with the same director, 47 Meters Down Uncaged. And another movie that often comes up is The Reef, which is another Australian movie from 2010. And yeah.
Cool.
I think those are sort of like there's other movies. There's like Shark Night from 2011 interests me because it was directed by David Ellis, who did Snakes on a Plane and Final Destination 2.
That's kind of cool.
And it's not like super high rated, but it also has Sarah Paxton in it, who we like. She was in that Ty West movie, The Innkeepers, the one at the hotel.
Oh, right. Yep.
And she was in Weapons briefly. And there's the movie Under Paris, which I thought looked awesome, but the rating and some of the reviews I've seen are less awesome. Otherwise, it looks really cool. It was like straight to Netflix. It's a Netflix movie. There's like a shark under Paris or something. I don't want to learn too much about it because I'm sure one of these nights I'll end up watching it somehow.
Amazing.
But.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm all right with more shark movies, but I'm also okay if we move to something other than shark movies.
I think the plan is the movie we've spun for our next deep dive is Evil Dead 2.
Yes.
Which is great because Rachel will talk more than me in that. For all of you who thought I talked too much during Jaws, that will hopefully be reversed for Evil Dead 2. And we're going to see if I can actually like this movie. I don't dislike it. I just don't like it as much as everybody else does.
I just saw something in my feed today about somebody saying why Evil Dead 2 is the best sequel ever and one of their favorite movies. And I saved it to watch later because I'm sure we're going to have lots to talk about with that. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited.
It's barely a sequel.
I mean, it's kind of a remake and a sequel. It's more of a remake before they did remakes.
Except in a time, on the time scale of when you would do a sequel.
Yes.
And it's by all the same people.
Exactly, which is, it's very interesting. We'll get into it. Come back for that next week.
I want to love it as much as everybody else does, but we're not going to do it next week.
Right, because we have another thing we're doing next week.
Yes, we're doing a summer spectacular, which again is coming a week later than we planned it. I apologize if the timing's a little weird. It's going to be coming in at like, if you've got a little more summer hope in you, you don't want to quite dive into fall. I think most of our listeners are fall fans, but this year's going by way too fast.
Summer spectacular. It's coming out August 12th.
August 12th. Even
that's still summer.
With the third Jaws?
Yeah.
Okay. So next week, the Summer Spectacular, where we'll be talking about some summer horror movies that don't have as much or anything to do with sharks.
Cool.
And so we'll watch a couple of those over the next week or so. And it'll be kind of one of the reasons we're doing is to give ourselves a little bit of summer break, right?
Yeah, exactly. To give ourselves a little bit of breathing room to be able to enjoy time with family and outdoors and get ourselves ramped up for the inevitable fall.
But just like I promised earlier in the show, it is now time for a studio demo.
Yeah, and today we're going to hear a demo of John's song inspired by Jaws. Here you go. And John's song inspired by Jaws. All right. You're going to cut some of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
John's song inspired by Jaws. Grrr. That's a shark.
Sharks don't growl.
They look like they growl with all those teeth.
Well, that's good because that's what my song's called. Sharks don't growl.
Okay, seriously. Here's John's demo.
What's your name again? Are you running away from me? You're running away with me. What's your name again? Am I secretly following you or falling in love with you? I can't tell if you'll be here in the morning, if you'll slip away without a warning. No, I can't imagine why sending signs like that just to take them all back. No, I can't imagine why you let me sleep all through the night. Can't
Well, this was fun.
It's super fun.
It's amazing all the shark movies we've seen.
It's a lot of shark movies.
I kind of want to watch all the Jaws movies again, to be honest, but that's what I've taken out of this. Those and Dangerous Animals.
Yeah, Dangerous Animals I would rewatch. That was really good.
But I hope you, the listener, get something out of this. One of the main points of these episodes is to get some recommendations out there.
Right. Because there's so many good movies. And if you hear about one that you might want to watch, we'd love to hear from you if you enjoyed our recommendation and if you have any recommendations.
What was that movie we watched that was so ridiculous? It had like bad CG alligator or something like that, or bad CG crocodile. Didn't we watch that?
Yeah, it was bad. I think that was the name. Bad CGI alligator. Hold on, I'll find it. I was thinking Zombiever, but it's not that.
No, but there is like that level of movie. We didn't even talk about Sharknado. That's the one I forgot on here. I apologize.
Oh, right. Bad CGI gator is what it's called.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
But I think we thought it was more fun than we expected when we watched it.
I actually gave it a 3.
Yeah.
So it was better than we anticipated.
And they tell you right up front, don't be waiting around for a realistic looking alligator.
Right. I gave it a 3, but it's rated a 2.4. So
Out of 5.
Out of 5. Right.
It's still not terrible compared to some of the Jaws sequels, but...
No, true. Good point. Anyway, we'd love to hear your suggestions. You can find us anywhere on social media, OMNLD pod, or email us, or comment on your podcast listener device app of choice. I just broke my brain.
Yeah. Come check out us on social media. We're trying to put up some more videos again. We fell behind a little bit, or at least I did. I shouldn't rope Rachel into my bad posting.
Either way, come follow us. If you don't, you can get a little bit of us in your feed every now and then in between episodes, which, as always, come out every week, Wednesday at midnight. Send this to someone who might enjoy it. It's been great hanging out with you, and look out for sharks.
Next week's the Summer Spectacular. Talk to you then.
All right, see ya.
Bye.